Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. So many announcements today. So let's just go real quickly over the stuff. We have a new kit for Paper Pumpkin. It's called Cozy Christmas. It started on the 11th, which was last Thursday. The theme is heartfelt Christmas cards. Very classic with flocked accents. Kind of excited about that. Flock is kind of like a velvety something or other. If you guys purchased the papers that were available, that are the red, the white, and the green velvet papers, it will be a nod to that. So anyway, I think it's going to be exciting. 9 cards, 3 each, 3 designs, so you can get 9 Christmas cards ready. Shiny red sequence embellishments, and the colors are basic beige, cherry cobbler, garden green, pecan pie, which is the spot, and real red. So a deep red, a bright red, a green, a brown, and a beige. So I think it's going to be really fun. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And then we have the add-on, of course, which is available for this quarter, October through December, item number 167855. It's $12, and it is called Abundant Joy dies. They are the coordinating dies for this quarter. Inky Hands Crew memberships, don't forget about that. It's a way to get 6 projects from me every month. It's $7.99. It's a way that you can support my business, but also if you're getting ideas from me, it's a way for you to say thank you and help me out. So I do 6 projects every month with a stamp set or bundle. And anyway, I hope that you will join, because we have a lot of fun. The girls in the chat will let you know all about crew. Girls, tell them what your favorite thing about the Inky Hands crew is. To join, you go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and you're going to click on the menu, and under there's a section that says memberships. Go to that section and you can sign up. Kits collection is lots of fun because we always have new kits coming out. Here are the September kits, which are Road to Christmas. $14 for 8 cards, 4 of each, 2 designs. And then this kit right here is a card organizer kit. You get 10 cards, 2 each, 5 different designs, and it is the kit that you will need for World Card Making Day. So if you want to participate in World Card Making Day, this is the kit you need. I will put the link in the description of my video for you to sign up for World Card Making Day. You can sign up all the way up until the 3rd of October. If you sign up, you will receive a free gift after the event. And yeah, get this kit and play with us on World Card Making Day. It's an hour from 2 to 5. I'll show you that in a little bit, but let me finish going through these kits. August kits were Bunch of Thanks and Harvest Home Garland. And then July's, one more. Brighten Your Day. 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. July's were the treat boxes and the birthday fancy kit. And then, of course, like I said, World Card Making Day. It's a free crafting event. It's about an hour on Saturday, 2 to 3 Mountain Time. Come and watch the fun. Usually they have behind the scenes. They usually have somebody that talks to you from, I don't know, just come because you will love it. And you can make those really fun cards. If you have not signed up for Stamp Camp yet, you're missing out, guys. Sign up for Stamp Camp. I only have registration till the end of this month, so I don't want you to miss out. I will put the link in the description of the video, and I will also put it in the chat. So open the chat if you are not watching this live and you're watching on the replay, so that you can get the link to sign up. You don't want to miss Stamp Camp because it's 13 projects and from 13 demonstrators from all over the world: the UK, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Australia, and Canada, and the US. So we will give you video tutorials, PDF bonus projects, and an exclusive Stamp Camp Facebook group. And you will also get make and takes for 13 cards. So you're going to get a jump start. You're going to get 13 Christmas cards done right away. And then during the event, you will have 13 bonus projects that you can make. If you have not seen my Halloween projects, they are on my website. They're pretty amazing, so don't miss out. This is what this flyer is here to remind me to tell you. And then our game night, if you haven't signed up for game night yet, sign up. I will be sending out the registration soon. I know the people who have told me that they wanted them. I have not sent those yet because I'm very busy doing everything from my house and trying to keep this business afloat while I move. This is the stamp set we're going to be using, Long Time No See. And if you purchase it from me, you will get it for just the actual price of the stamp set, no shipping and tax. So let me know if you need that when you do your registration. I will be sending those registrations out very, very soon. Okay? Speaking of my design team that I'm a part of, I do have PDF tutorials available in my PDF tutorial store, which is under the shop designation. And I also have my Halloween project paper piecing patterns there. So don't miss out. So I tried to go through those fairly quickly. And I want to talk a little bit about what we're going to be making today. So we are using we're making this gorgeous card right here. Nice and sparkly and pretty. I didn't mean to smush it with my all my papers on top, but I think it's such a fun card. I am using the Artistic Leaves stamp set. If you haven't checked it out, it's a really, really good one. I chose to use all different tones of brown. Today's cards also use elements of text. Artistic Leaves stamp set, I believe, is an online exclusive stamp set. I also use the labels from Traditional Labels from the mini catalog on page 22. And then, of course, Elements of Text is online exclusive, but these dies here, I use those as well. That is beautiful motifs. If you took my Notes and Toads class, you have that die set. If you didn't take the Notes and Toads class, you probably may not have it, I don't know. But it is this number 2 here, on page 54 of the annual catalog. So I just had those marked to show you guys so that you can find the pieces or the parts that I've used to put this card together. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to make it. I'm going to put it over here to the side and we're going to go ahead and start out. Okay. Gotta grab my stuff. So this card is 5.5 by 8.5 of pecan pie. That's the base, and it is scored at 4 1/4. So I do not have to bring the scoreboard out, but 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4 because that's the halfway point. Let's go ahead and burnish. So I'm gonna put my ends together. The videos in the coming weeks may be a lot shorter because I have a lot going on, guys. I really want to keep up with you guys and keep the videos out there, but I have very limited time these days with all that I have to get done. So I hope that you will still enjoy them, even though, I mean, they're still amazing, even if they're short. All right. So what you want to do first is you want to take your scrap pieces of paper. Not scrap pieces, but your scrap pieces of basic white, not just any color, of course. Basic white. And what you're going to do is you are going to 2-step stamp your pieces. Okay, so I've already done all the stamping and die cutting, fussy cutting, just for time's sake, but I'm going to show you. So when you do the small leaf, which is this one right here, okay, it's 2-toned. I want to show you how to do that. Actually, let me get a piece of vanilla. I don't know why I grabbed white. I used vanilla. Okay, so here's a scrap of Very Vanilla. You want to stamp the dark color with the small leaf first, so the pecan pie. Okay, I'm going to stamp that right there, and then that's what you're going to get. Okay, It's going to take the color of the paper in the center, but then you're going to take your lighter color, which is your crumb cake. You're going to ink up this stamp. I'm going to show you the two stamps. So you have this stamp and then this stamp. This one fits right in that opening to give you a second color. This stamp, it fits right in these openings to get you a second color. When you stamp the small stamp, you want to stamp the outline first. And there you go. Fill in your area, right? I'll put this to the side for 1 second. And then, of course, you're going to fussy cut out your leaf. I can't believe I almost did it out of white. Vanilla is really your color of choice when you're doing fall projects. It's just, sometimes I use white. It just depends on what's on the card. But for this card with all of these warm brown tones, I wanted to use vanilla. I thought white would be way too stark. So vanilla is it. So there you go. Then you fussy cut out your leaf. There's no dies for this stamp set, but it is well worth the effort, okay? So here is another piece for the large leaf. So when you do your large leaf, I did the light color first, but I'm gonna try it this time with the dark so I can really tell you what's the better way to do it. Let me clean my stamps. I don't know if I did, I can't remember. So let's start with the outline first, and then I will give you my advice once I do this first. All right, so there is that one. So pretty, I love it. And you could do it in so many different colors. Like you could do browns and oranges, you could do reds and yellows. I mean, you can have, like, you know, leaves turn at different times. So it's really a fantastic set that allows you to add these color variations. I just wanted a card that was very monochromatic. And so this particular card is browns, but they do get brown. Some trees don't color. All right, so here we're gonna go. We're gonna go right over the top, and you can see you can hover right over the top of the line. It's very easy to see, and you're going to stamp down and line up. Because we have these beautiful photopolymer stamps, it's a lot easier to line up. So you want to do your outline and then your fill in, okay? Let's fussy cut our large leaf. So you're just going to start here, work your way around. It's not that hard to cut out. I know it has some points and some details, but it's really not a hard image to fussy cut. It's not super detailed is what I mean. It's basically like going around a circle. It has a few little inlets like this one. But for the most part, it's just working your way around. It doesn't take too long. I like to follow all the little wiggles of the outline here. When it dips out and in, I like to follow those when I fussy cut, if I can. Sometimes, you know, you don't do it. If you're in a hurry, you just fussy cut quick. But if you're not and you have time, or you're not cutting 50 leaves or something, right? So for this one, I used 3 small and 2 large leaves. There's only 2 leaves in this set, but they're so pretty. And I love that it's just a stamp set, so it's a very low price point, but you still get a lot of wow. You don't have to color and make things like, you know, perfectly shaded. The work is all there for you in the stamp set. It's well worth fussy cutting out to get these beautiful images. And I personally think that I can fussy cut faster than I can die cut things out. There's just something about die cutting. It just takes a lot of time, especially if you're doing multiple images. And I always feel like I can cut way faster than I can fussy, I can fussy cut way faster than I can die cut. All right, so I just had to cut those away. So there's your two, so I did 3 of these, 2 of these. So you're gonna need that. And then you're actually gonna have 2 small ones inside. I have another one somewhere, I don't know. It's disappeared on me. I may have to end up stamping it. It has vanished, but I may find it. I'm not gonna give up yet. It may show up. If it doesn't, I'll cut it. I'll stamp another one. We do have plenty of paper. Actually, let's just go ahead and roll with it. That way, for sure, if I can't find it, but it should be here because I know I got them ready ahead of time. So there's that one, and let's overlay, and then I will clean them both at the same time. There we go. All right, I'll fussy cut that out real quick after I clean. So you need 2 for the inside of your card and 2 for your outside. So you'll need eventually 5 of these little ones, which scraps are perfect for these little ones, especially because they just fit with all your small scrap pieces that you have. I went too far away at the top. I don't like it that far. I'm gonna bring it in a little. Here we go. I want a little more narrow. There we go. Got it caught up. Okay, so there's my 5. That way, if I don't find the other one, I don't have to worry. Okay, so we have our 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and folded in half. On top of that, we're going to add a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of vanilla, and we are going to get it prepared. Okay, so let's move this to the side. Let me get my bone folder out of here. Move my card up here. I have a scrap piece, and we're going to use Early Espresso, which is the next darkest, and we are going to use this text stamp from Elements of Text. Now, I do want to tell you, Elements of Text is on last chance, so if you have not purchased this, by far, this is my favorite stamp set that we have had in a very long time. It just makes beautiful backgrounds. Do not miss out on this, okay? So we're going to ink it up, and we're going to do a little stamping. We're going to start in this corner, and we're going to stamp that down, and then we're going to do another one. Okay, and it's okay if there's gaps. I'm going to bring this one down, fill up above it, below it, and then we're going to finish the end. Trust me, it's okay if, let me start up here, if you have gaps. It's, when I'm done, you're not even going to notice. Plus, we're putting a bunch of leaves on top, so it's really okay to use it like a background, okay? So we're going to go ahead and clean that, and then I'm going to do some splatters. So I have both splatter stamps on this same piece. I'm going to start with the large one, which is down here, this one on this side. This is probably one of my most favorite stamps. This is a splatter stamp. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it in the holes, okay? The gaps that you see, okay? And no one's gonna know that the gaps existed if you fill them up, okay? Now this time, in this one, I didn't wanna use the big blotch, so I'm gonna just use this end, and that's gonna be off my card. But see how it fills in, and same here. I'm just gonna use this end, and it will fill in all of those spots. And then I'm gonna use my other one in a second. So that's good enough. See how it started filling in your piece? Now we're gonna use this one on the end here of this stamp. Same, it's a little different splatter, okay? Fill in wherever it needs it. And be generous because, like I said, it's going to be covered in a lot of places, so you want to make sure that you have enough. Okay, so that's it for that. Now we're going to use our crumb cake again, and we are going to distress this piece around the edges. Let me clean my stamp first. Okay. So we're going to go around and we're going to add some crumb cake to our piece. We're going to add a lot of color, especially around the edges, sometimes in the middle. So there is my crumb cake distressing. Okay. Ta-da! Not bad, not bad. We're going to attach this layer onto our card. It is, I'm still using up the vanilla that I used for my daughter's invitations. And then she decided she didn't want vanilla. She wanted a lighter, not as yellowy cream. So then I just said, well, I'm going to reuse these. I'm going to use the backs when I'm stamping, and I have been. I'm almost done with it though. I've used vanilla enough. Okay, so there is that right there. All right, so there is our background. Looking good so far, right? I think so. All right, so I have about 12 inches or so of ribbon. This ribbon is the gold striped mesh ribbon. It is item number 165599, and it is a gorgeous ribbon. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our paper snips and we are going to go down the long length here. All right, so now what you're gonna do is do rabbit ears. You're gonna group them together. Make sure that you have them together. And you're gonna do rabbit ears on one side and rabbit ears on the other side. And then you're gonna cross your little pieces and bring both loops through the center and pull. And you are going to have this double bow, which I love, okay? It's about 12 inches. You can go 15 if you want a little bit bigger. I kind of wish I had gone 15 now, but go 15, guys. So it's a little longer than this one, but it's still good, okay? So you're just gonna set this to the side. You have your double loops and your double tails, which I love that. It gives a lot of fullness to your card when these little pieces come out. So we're going to be adding that to the center. Now I've used this label here, which is from the make the traditional labels dies. So it's this smaller one right here, and that has a really pretty little cutout on it. We're gonna stamp it in early espresso with the sentiment "Grateful for You." Okay, so I'm gonna ink that up. Oops, I can't even see it that far away. I don't know why I put that up there. Okay, there we go. Grateful for you. And then we're going to use crumb cake to do some splatter dots on it. Not tons of them. The set itself, the Artistic Leaves, comes with a small splatter. It's right there. And it's pretty awesome. So use it. I'm gonna get crumb cake. I'm gonna bring this scrap back in that I used to do the other. And that way I can ink up and put some splatter dots. I'll hold it up so you can see. You probably can't see it all the way down there, but I'll hold it up so you can see. Let me clean up my stamp. All right, so now we have all of our elements. I also die cut out of crumb cake this piece right here, and we're going to add that first. See how pretty that is on there? Let me show you the Grateful for You with the splatters. Okay, so we're gonna glue this first. So I'm gonna get my glue. And I'm gonna go down this stem here and then over these middle sections, just these, okay? This one I will glue in a little bit, but not yet, okay? So we're just gonna add that like right here. And this is gonna go up, but I'm gonna put a leaf under it, so that's why I didn't glue this. So that's enough glue for that. All of the other ones are gonna get dimensionals. So we're gonna flip. Don't push your dimensionals hard because you may have to resituate them when it's time to add all of your pieces underneath. So make sure that you don't go crazy. If you have to remove one, then you will be able to do so, okay? Don't push hard. All right, let's start cutting. I'm gonna wait on that one. I think I'm gonna use these edges. Those look small. And I may have to move some of these, so we'll see. So that's that. This is gonna get, I'm not gonna put on here yet. I think actually I will. I think I'll just do down the center, 2 of them, because that way it'll leave room for me to tuck some leaves. And then I'm going to go ahead and add only on 3. These 2 are going to be flat on the inside. So I'm just going to, this piece fell off, so I'm just going to use it right now. And we'll add some. I love using up my edges. Makes me happy. Let's get one more from this side. All right. Now we have all of our pieces with the backs on. We may have to, I'm gonna leave this right here just in case I have to pull a dimensional off. I have something to stick it on. Okay, so now we're gonna set up our layout. So we want a leaf over here. We want a leaf over here. Remember, don't push yet onto your pieces. Want one coming from this direction. Okay, the bow is gonna be in the middle. Okay, and then we want a leaf coming out over here from this. And then we want one on this side, which is why I didn't do glue this, because these are going to be glued to the top. I want one like this with this over the top. And then we're going to put one tucked in this corner and then our words over the top of it. So I think we're good to go. Let's add our ribbon to the center first. So I'm just going to get a glue dot and I'm going to attach it to the knot of the ribbon. And then I'm going to attach that right there. Okay. So now this is going to go over the top. This one does not need the dimensional, so I'm going to remove that one because it's going to be over. I removed it from the wrong one. Move it over here. All right, it's going to be over that bow, and it doesn't need a dimensional there. The bow is going to pop it up enough. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the backs off of this one. Let me grab my pinch bowl. For those of you who played game night last month, I shipped your orders on Saturday. So you should be getting those in the next few days. All right, I think I got them all off. Okay, so now we're going to add, this is the one that doesn't have the dimensional, so it's gonna go kind of over that knot right there. Okay, there's that one. Let's get this one ready. I love this with the ribbon. I think it's so pretty. Okay, let's add this one next. And let's see, this one's not gonna go over any knots. I think we'll be good. I think we can use the dimensionals on the back. All right, I'm gonna pick that up. I think I'm gonna tuck that under here, maybe. Yeah. So pretty. There's those. Let's add the one to the side here that our words are gonna be on. And you can see how all these splatters are getting covered and used up, but in a good way, right? Where's the other tail? There it is. I was like, wait a minute, I have lost one of the tails. I found it, it's over here. There we go. I think it went through here by accident. There we go. Amazing. Okay. And then we're gonna tuck this one behind this leaf. And then this one is going to be under that, and then I'm going to put some glue on that to stick it after I've stuck down this dimensional leaf here. This is such a pretty card. So this one's going to go here, and then we're going to use the wet adhesive to attach this section on our leaf here. So pretty. Oh, I love that. Okay. Let's do the last one, which is our grateful for you. I love using scraps. Okay, so we're gonna bring this over, bring our grateful for you here, and add that over our leaf. Okay, not that far over. There we go, right there. And then just make sure that your bow doesn't cover your words completely. You have to fan it out. There we go. So that it'll fit nicely there. Perfect. I'm gonna bring this one over underneath this leaf. Okay, I love it. So there is some ribbon, our grateful for you, and our, so this is the outside. Let's work on the inside, then we'll come back out to the outside, okay? Let me put this back with the large dimensional sheet here. All right. And no more dimensionals are needed, so you can stop counting dimensionals, guys. Everything else we're gonna do is gonna be flat. All right, so on the inside, we are going to add a layer. So let me bring my scrap paper back in. And in the corner here, I want to add the same little elements, okay? So I'm gonna add this same script, and I'm gonna add it in this corner. See, just like that. Let me clean my stamp, and then I'm gonna do some splatters over the top of it. So we'll start with my favorite one, which is this little splot right there. Oh, so pretty. And let's add this little one right here at the end, okay? And then we're gonna do the other one. And it doesn't have to just be there. It could be a little higher, and maybe one right there. All right, so that's enough splattering. You don't get too carried away, okay? Lastly, we're going to add the leaves. But I really wanted to tie in the outside to the inside. I'm gonna add a little color over that. Just what was left on my brush. And then we're gonna add the two leaves. So we're gonna put one here maybe, one like that. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so let's put the one that's underneath first. Let's get my silicone mat. Where you at? Here it is. So this one's gonna go like that. And then this one is gonna get glued over the top of it. Oh my gosh, it just made a mess. See why I have a mat? I'm a messy girl. All right, so then this one, maybe here. Oh, I love this. See how pretty when you bring the inside of the card to the outside of the card. The inside to mirror the outside. Look at that, gorgeous. Okay. Again, still using the paper where my daughter had her graduation party in Chesapeake. Beautiful park there. All right, so let's add this right here to the inside. Oh, I love it. All right, and now let's bring the outside to life with a little bling, okay? So I am using the neutral adhesive back sequins. I'm not sure if they're on last chance. If I had to guess, probably. Everything is on last chance all the time. I feel like everything I love, they just put it on last chance. Can you tell like I'm like a little perturbed? So I'm gonna add a couple here to this Grateful for You. Maybe one right there, one right here. I'm gonna add another one down here. And then I want a couple at the top. So let's add one here. Yeah. And another one with it. It's friend. So it has some friends. So that's 5 embellishments, but it needs it. I just felt like this needed a little zhuzhing, a little extra stuff, right? So here's our ribbon and our beautiful card. What do you guys think? I love it. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I will see you on Thursday. And I am going to be starting a series once I get settled into the new house for beginners. So if you guys know people that are wanting to start stamping, refer them to my beginning series, because yeah, I want to share the love of stamping with people who have never stamped and teach them how to stamp, because it is my passion and my love, and I love converting people over into a full-blown, I love to stamp in everything. My scrapbook pages, my cards, my everything. We need to just stamp, guys, because it's so fun. So there's my products that I used and my 2 cards. I hope that you enjoyed watching me put this together. It is a lot of fun, and I hope that you'll try your hand at making this really awesome card. You guys are amazing. I know it wasn't too long of a live today, but that's okay. Go stamp. You guys have a fantastic day. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping.